My mic was off. Scuff. Hi, welcome to another edition of Isaac Onzu's Late Night Love Line. But it's Halloween, so we're not going to be all depressed and be sad and talk about relationship problems. We're going to play one of the best games of all time, which is Monster Prom. Have you played Monster Prom? It's really, really good. It's like a dating sim, but it's more than a dating sim. It's a competitive dating sim, which is adds an element of skill and chance to the dating sim world. I really, really love Monster Prom. It's probably one of my favorite games of all time. Aside from just being an excellently designed game with fantastic writing and characters, which I'm going to attempt to voice act. Why are we waiting? Look, the greatest game of all time is here. So let's do it. Let's play Monster Prom. And I'm not going to go into the full screen setup because this game is not nearly as like high res as other games. Yeah, it's time for Monster Prom, baby. Play. Make my own voices. I will. One player, please. So I have the second term DLC, but I think we're going to start in Classic. And full game, baby. Spooky high school. The sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. And who really am I? I love the Twinkie kid. Pronouns. Oz is alright. But we're Isaac. Isaac. Pronoun, yes. He, thank you. And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge. The Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 6 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Every high school has the the charismatic elite, which makes your character kind of a hanger-on, but you know, that's the way it goes in high school. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LeVay, 21. Held back a few years there, Damien. A fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, who doesn't love Scott, 21. A werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Scott is the sweetest boy. Everyone loves Scott. Liam DeLancourt, 400 and something years old. A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was a truly lovable dork. Polly Geist, 22. A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Ugh, Polly is also a wonderful character. Oh, Kyoto, hi. Hey, what's up? How's it going? No Dark Souls today. Just Monster Prom. The true best game of all time. And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. So, if we're going by like anime tropes here, Polly is definitely the Genki girl. Miranda, the mermaid, is the Ojo-sama, the princess. Vera is kind of the standoffish, the cold and cruel, but likes you. Liam is the nerd. I mean, Scott's pretty Genki as well, but he's more jock Genki, whereas Polly's more party Genki. Oh, which there isn't really a distinction in Japanese media between like having energy because you are, you know, a sporty athlete type, and having energy because you party, because they're hesitant to portray high school students partying in anime, which, I mean, understandable. But, and then Damien is 100% flaming tsundere. It was clear it had to be one of them. But who? We only had 6 weeks to choose our prom date. Only 6 weeks. And even more daunting, we only had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. What's insane is that none of these people are already dating. But as I already said, we were young, unafraid, and we were ready to start. Alright, welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're going to use our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, trademark, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. Alright, so we're going to answer this pretty honestly here. Not going to shoot for any particular character and just see where we land. Honestly, they're all pretty great. Liam is probably my least favorite, but that's just because, you know, too much nerd power. I'm already nerdy. What is your soul emoji? The emoji that speaks the truth of your soul. Octopus emoji, best animal on earth. I know 5 mixed drinks, 3 drug cocktails, and 17 sex positions that involve one or several octopi. Well, good thing this is, I think this is a not kid-friendly game, and we don't have our stream set to kids, so hooray. A snowman, because that motherfucker's in the middle of a blizzard and he's fucking smiling. He doesn't give a fuck about blizzards, and he has a kick-ass hat. It's an alright hat. A Caucasian guy with a turban, because fuck stereotypes. I gotta go with the snowman. Smiling in the middle of a blizzard? Yeah, let's do that. Bold. I'm bold. It's your chance to fix global warming. Go ahead. The sun. It's worth it. Nah, the world is doomed, but I'll start investing in ships and start a profitable business for the soon-to-be covered by Waterworld. This is like Waterworld with Kevin Costner. It's time to be a real hero. I'll lead a mission to the sun in order to invite the sun to the party of its life. We'll have so many hilarious misadventures that the sun will eventually become cooler. A wink. Global warming isn't real. I invented it, and now science is claiming authorship because science is a lame copycat with no original ideas. So we have denialism. Absurdity, or doomerism. I feel like I can be pretty doomer. Wealthy. Alright. If IRL, what would be a deal breaker for a potential lover? Boring, lacks manners, mediocre, lacks taste, coward, hates the outdoors. I don't think anyone is actually boring. I think people just have hobbies that don't align with each other. Lacks manners? Yeah, I don't really care about that. Mediocre? I mean, most people are mediocre, right? Can't sit here with my, Oop. Oh, I clicked off the game and it just disappears. Alright, well, cool. Hope there was no sensitive information there. Mediocre, yeah. Don't shoot for like high caliber people. The person lacks taste. I don't care about that. The person is a coward. Now that actually is a thing that I would not enjoy. I don't like being the protector. I'd rather be like the partner. The person hates the outdoors. You take it or leave it. I like the outdoors, but we'll go with this one. Damien, really? Okay. Well, we'll start with some hearts for Damien. Alright. So this game is actually pretty difficult to get a good prom date. What do I got? Money and boldness, and a little bit of smarts with low creativity and fun. Wow. This is judging me. This is seriously judging me right now. Okay, well, we've got a lot of, look at all that. We've got a lot of events to get through. So let's see, where do we want to increase? I guess, where do we want to go? Is it good to have even stats, I think? No, it's good to have disparate stats. So I guess we could get real rich. Money is really actually useful in this game. So why don't we go here? Huh. That day you spent some time on the library's PCs managing your start kicker. Super Benito Bros. 420 backers. Congratulations. Back that shit. You deceive lots of people with a sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice. You are a monster. You gain plus 1,000 money, but almost everything goes to cover costs and you keep only plus 2 money. This is the truth of Kickstarter. Hello. Ah, hey. That makes sense. Nutmeg, what's up? Just playing some Monster Prom. After, you're walking along when suddenly a car skids to a halt just in front of you. It's not the most logical location for a speeding car to barrel through, and yet here we are in the library with a speeding car. Vera and Damien hop out. So Vera is like one of the hardest ones to get. Just dropping the by to say have a good stream. Thank you so much. I hope whatever you're going to do, you have a good one too. Also Monster Prom, happy Halloween. Yeah, it's so good. It's the best game. It's the most wonderful game in the world. I love it. All right, so Vera is one of the hardest ones to get because you have to have, like, I think smarts, boldness, and money. So we're kind of on our way. I'm pretty sure Damien is just boldness though. All right, Vera. What's Vera's voice going to be like? Probably terrible. Don't judge my voice acting, but it's gonna happen. Let's see. The work isn't bad. It's just not at the level it needs to be if you want to win this all-star drag race. Wait. Drag race like RuPaul or like cars? They did say car. Okay. Against a real badass hunk of metal. What's your plan to win, Damien? Just drive your car really, really fast? Of fucking course it is, Vera. That's literally how street racing works. And that may have won you the crown in the past, but it won't work against Justin Darrington. Damien, he's driving the Thunder... He's driving the Thunderfuck 5000. And I'm driving Nancy, a pile of shit I lovingly cobbled together out of every car I've ever destroyed. Either in a race, or literally just destroyed via arson or whatever. Oh my god, look at that face. And Nancy can take on anyone, anything, anytime. The Thunderfuck 5000 is an electric car. Nancy runs on the juice of literal, actual dinosaur corpses. What could be more badass than that? I don't know, maybe running on pure lightning? Nancy's a piece of shit, Damien. Deep down you know that she does not have what it takes to win us this thing. Seems like this drag race is pretty important to the two of them, and that they're not going to come to an agreement on their own. Looks like it's up to you to be the voice of reason? Alright, so the way the mechanics in this game work is you can appeal to one or the other, but you also want to kind of align yourself up with your stats. You know, why don't we go for Vera? Vera's my girl. Vera, you're right. Nancy is amazing, but she can't quite make the grade. We need to crossbreed her with a faster car. See, Vera likes smartness. Perfect. We can get a brand new qualified race car and Damien can still feel like his shitty subpar car is useful. Nancy is a thing of beauty and grace, Vera. But as long as her genes live on in whatever machine I drive to victory. Wait. I think there's an extra word in there. The plan is A-okay by me. The three of you get to work and set up what could be easily considered one of the most impressive and high-tech car cross-breeding programs in the country. You find a shiny red electric limousine to serve as Nancy's stud and start the breeding process along. Okay, so it's like horse racing. Which mostly consists of making the cars a reservation at an appropriately fancy and expensive restaurant and loading up their CD players with smooth jazz. Sometimes later, Nancy gives birth, don't ask how, not important, to the ultimate race car. Look what we've made, huh, guys? I mean, mostly what Nancy and El Diablo made, but we helped get them there. Yeah, honestly, this car's a masterpiece. I've been looking for my next business venture, and I think I may go into high-end race car breeding. People make thousands off of breeding horses to race, and horses want to fuck. How hard could that be? By that logic, I bet I could make millions breeding race cars. You totally could. I'd be your first customer. You already were. I'll send you your invoice later. God, she's ruthless. Well, oh man. Well, it looks like Damien has the race car in the bag, Vera has a new business venture, and the world has a new species of super race car. You gain +2 boldness, +1 money from a kickback from Vera, which comes with a genuine smile from her. Score. Okay, so this is Vera route. She has appealed to me heavily. Alright. Oh, it's Vera and Damien. Who do we got here? The werewolves who play football, the merchant, these two, the party kids, the Genki kids. Alright, we have to go with Damien and Vera though again. You find Damien and Vera hunched over a scale model of Spooky National Bank, made of milk cartons, lunch trays, and ketchup packets. Oh no. Oh no. Do crime. Alright, we'll either go in through the side entrance, disable the arms with an EMP, and blow the safe. Why don't we just blow up the side entrance, blow up the alarms, and blow up the safe? Because we only have so much C4, Damien. That sounds like a personal problem. What's this thing? Damien points at a kosher dill pickle in front of the vault, labeled Police Ogre. That's the Police Ogre. He's got eyes all the way around his head, never sleeps, doesn't take bribes, and is invincible in combat. Can we blow him up? No, we can't blow him up. We need to find a way around him. Well, I'm out of ideas. Yo, Isaac, we'll cut you in on the heist if you can solve this ogre problem for us. Luckily, you're a heist mastermind. Before Vera and Damien can react, you... the Vera option, right? Rob the bank yourself and split the money with Vera. Quick as a flash, you take a cab over to the bank, walk in the front door, fist bump the police ogre, and walk out with all the money. You ride back to school and dump half the money out on the table, totally burying their shitty scale model of the bank. What? How? You explain that you and the police ogre go to the same salsa dancing class. Taking advantage of personal friendships for illicit profit, I've never respected you more. I assume this pile of money and gold ingots is my share? You nod, sexily. Hey, where's my cut? I've got your cut right here, interloper. Vera stabs Damien with one of the irresponsibly sharp butter knives the school cafeteria provides. You've never been more turned on. Week 1. Evening. Oh yeah, you go to class in the evening too. Alright. So our lowest is smarts, so classroom. Although the merchant is in the gym. So we won't always get to go to the place we want to go to, which is fun. Look, my little friend, he's so cute. That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending classes is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts. Later, you come across, the same old two, Damien and Vera, in the hallway, nonchalantly holding a locker shut with all their strength. The locker has a sign on it that says nothing to see here, and is screaming. Shut the hell up, you! Adorable, fluffy little Fluffy. You see, we're spending quality time with our new pet. Isn't that right, Damien? From somewhere within the locker, you hear, my parents will pay anything, before Damien kicks the door. Yeah, that's right. Adorable, quiet Fluffy. Who's gonna stay quiet if he knows what's good for him. You know, I don't really have a great track record with pets. I had some mice for half a day, but my hair ate all of them. That's great. Sure would be a shame if our new pet died before we receive the true joy of pet ownership. Yes, exactly. The sweet, sweet bank account filling, filthy rich making joy of pet ownership. Surely you have lots of knowledge about pet care. Why not share some of it? If you love something, set it free. Just implant a tracking device first. So smart. Now there's a scheme I can get behind, in front of, and all over. If our beloved pet believes he has his freedom, he'll stop struggling so much. Holy shit, she's ridiculous. Yeah, and all good pet owners microchip them, and we'll keep close tabs and make sure he doesn't get hit by a car or impregnate the neighborhood pets. And we can knock him out first so he doesn't even know he's microchipped, and it'll be smooth sailing right up until our pet is housebroken? Or at least some kind of broken. I have so much confidence in this plan that I'm going to go ahead and order those blood diamond earrings. The suffering of laborers makes them so much sparklier. Oh god. We've gone directly towards the capitalists and the proto-fascists. Why? Oh, the joy of knowing that crime truly does pay. Hey, at least it's crime. You can't be fascist if you're committing crimes. Wait, yes you can. No, you can't, because... Let's not get into politics. You gain 2 boldness and +1 fun? How is that fun? We're pretty bold right now. Isaac. The shop is outside, outdoors, at the rave party. Could use more smarts, I think. Smarts, boldness, and money. Yeah, let's try to keep them even. That day you learn a ton of spells that are all as cool as they are seemingly useless. A spell to renew stickiness. A spell to turn chocolate and vanilla ice cream into vanilla and chocolate ice cream. Useful. A spell to gain +2 smarts. You actually use that last spell and you gain +2 smarts. You notice Vera standing in the corner, pissed. What looks like a fresh braid on the back of her head is actually 2 of her snakes fighting, poisons flying everywhere. Oh, I'm okay. It's just Hissy and Bob having another disagreement. It happens. Well, this is outfit. This is different than a normal outfit. Pretty cool. This time they can't decide whether Miranda's domain should be called a kingdom or an empire, and it's like, who cares? I'm telling you, if they were my hair, I would sell them to Thailand, where they eat snakes. So this is where we have to play our stats. So decapitate them to set an example. You can tell they rock some bangs. I think that's boldness. Snakes get feisty when they don't have jobs. Put them to work building their evil empire. Probably smarts or money. So let's try this. So bold. Vera raises a pair of scissors. She takes Bob by the head. You hear Bob hiss for mercy. He makes all sorts of promises that you didn't know snakes could make. Vera ruthlessly severs Bob's head as he begs for his offspring's safety. Oh god. The other snakes quickly fall back and align themselves into a flawless wave. A lonely, decapitated strand of snake still twitches in agony, squirting blood and poison. Jesus. Vera ties a tasteful bow around it to staunch the flow. It's a tourniquet bow. That was a good call, thanks. That'll be silky and smooth from now on. Or else. Isn't her hair like part of her? Didn't that hurt? Whatever. You gain 2 smarts and 1 boldness. Okay, we are swimming in smarts and boldness now. Although in the full game, you do need a lot of stats. Okay, so Vera and Liam. I love the Coven, though. The Coven is great. You approach Liam and Vera's table to find them thoughtfully tasting several glasses of wine. The school has literally no rules, apparently. How was Liam's voice? He's kind of nerdy, huh? Ah, wine. That most exclusive of beverages. Even a vampire such as myself cannot resist its class and allure. Do you know a lot about wine, then? I'm having a dinner with the King of France next week, and I could use some pointers. France doesn't have a king anymore. That's what the media wants you to think. So do you know about wine or not? Alas, in my centuries of living, I have only learned how to look good holding wine, not how to evaluate it. What a hipster. All I know is that I'm not drinking another glass of that one. Vera points at a bottle with Polly's toilet wine written on it in permanent marker. What I wouldn't give for an experienced sommelier to help us judge which wine is best. You know nothing about wine, but you're pretty sure most sommeliers just make stuff up anyway. You suavely recommend... I think this is the Vera option. The tannins in this robust Malbec are an elegant way to mask the taste of poison, perfect for diplomatic missions. Why would you want to disguise the taste of... Oh... You're going to poison someone, of course you are. You're always poisoning people. Quiet, no I'm not. People in no way directly associated with me are always poisoning people. And soon they will strike again. France has suffered under its unjust king for too long. Plus he called me fat at a party once when I was 11. Who is this king you keep talking about? I'm telling you, France doesn't have a king anymore. Soon, Liam. Soon. Vera's so thankful for her solving her assassination problem, she lets you braid her snakes. You get bit a few times, but it's so worth it. I'm a ghost boy. Does that even affect me? I'm a cute little ghost boy. Look at me. God, he's adorable. Isn't there... I guess in the single player, there's no weekend events. We just play classrooms and lunch breaks. That's fair. It's basically saying I don't go out on the weekends because I don't have friends. And yeah. Hey there, Kudapilus. I found your profile. Let's chat. That day you spent some time in the library's PCs, sending malicious spam emails in the hope of stealing other people's money. Doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? You lose -10 karma, which isn't this stat in this game, so who cares, and you gain +2 money. Yikes. In the course of your activities, you come across Vera and Polly hatching yet another scheme. Polly's going to be like Valley Girl AF. You sneak a little closer so you can eavesdrop. Listen, this has been a fruitful partnership so far in terms of making people look like imbeciles. But I think it's time we monetize. Sick burns don't buy fresh outfits. Yeah, fine, whatever. I guess I could use some new thongs or whatever, but like, I don't want to stop making people look dumb just so we can make money. I don't want to sell out. Personally, I can't wait to sell out. But you have a point. We can't sacrifice our brand. The question, of course, is how do we do both? Yeah, how do we get rich off yanking people's chains? Careful with your choice of words, Polly. What? Chains are a big thing for ghosts. Of course. They don't seem to have any immediate ideas. Maybe you can offer a solution? Let's see. Phony workout craze. It worked for Frank Pilates, the inventor of Pilates. This sounds like creativity. This sounds like boldness. So let's try that. I have a new idea for you. Stealing. Stealing. I like where your head's at, but it could use a catchier name. What about humping? Humping is already a thing. Yeah, but it's awesome. Fair point, but we need something classier. Something that says, this is cool and also legal. Oh, theft! Warmer, warmer. Oh, what about finance? That's already a thing. Fine. How about ambush finance? Yas, that's hot. You leave them to discuss whether they can trademark stealing. Meanwhile, you gain +2 creativity and +1 boldness. I don't think we've gotten a question wrong yet, which is really fascinating in this game. You can lose stats, actually. Okay. Class is where the merchant is, so why don't we just get more money? Money. We haven't actually needed to... Where's boldness? Boldness? We haven't actually needed to go to the bathrooms and get boldness this entire game. We're just collecting boldness by being bold. Oh, yes. My username is Black Gold, baby. That day, you spend some time in the library PCs, playing some good old online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision, but who cares? This time it paid off, so fuck it. You gain +2 money. Afterwards, you've discovered you've been poisoned. What? That's a bit of a non sequitur. And only Vera has the antidote. She does this all the time. It's how she invites you to hang out. Oh. I see. Just a random Tuesday afternoon poisoning. There you are. Thank you so much for coming. I'm embarking on a new criminal enterprise, and I need a consigliere. The idea is simple yet brilliant. Think Uber, but for killing people. Hilariously, that is how you pronounce Uber. I call it murder. It sounds more like Grindr than... or Tinder than Uber. I guess this game is a little old, isn't it? But it turns out the market is flooded with assassination apps, and blood. I need a way to get ahead of the pack, and since you're such a good advisor, differentiate yourself by being the only service that offers free-range organic murders. That could be smarts or creativity. Viral marketing, literally, tailor a highly contagious virus to make people love murder. That sounds like smarts, actually. And this doesn't sound like boldness or money, so we should do this. Nice! You can do that? Great, you can use my private chemical weapons laboratory. And so, this is working better than I could have imagined. Demand for murder has gone up through the roof since you released that virus. Sure, the side effects include vomiting, bloody tears, male lactation, cobra feet, time dilation, rigor mortis, rectal teeth, renegade spleen, microaggressions, sudden tattoos, hair trauma, liquefaction, and coughing. But it's well worth it for the profits I'm raking in. Plus, I'm making a literal killing selling people the antidote for all those side effects. It's not actually an antidote, though. It's actually just heroin. Same difference. Did you know that they used to give heroin to babies as a cough suppressant? Yeah, the real world is exactly as amoral as this video game. Whatever, you gain +2 creativity and +1 money. Oh, we got a lot of money. We'll be rich. Week 3, noon. Ah, yes, I remember the days of the week, morning, noon, and evening. Another Liam. You take your seat beside, arguably, that's an argument you could make, the 2 coolest monsters in all Spooky High. Here's hoping you can keep up with it. Vera, are you eating manticore steaks again? Yes, and it's delicious. Don't you know the amount of cruelty involved in the mainstream meat production industry? Yes, and it's delicious. Besides, Liam, you're a vampire. Don't you only consume things that are dead? Well, yes, but I suppose. But it's always been ethically sourced, organic, free-range, and human. The human population is out of control, and eating them is the most environmentally responsible thing to do. You know, he's got a point. Listen, Liam, I happen to have a personal feud with every single animal I eat. I make sure to meet all of them first and ensure that I'm devouring only the ones I hate the most. It makes it extra tasty. Well, then surely you can inflict such pain without going through the cruel meat industry and supporting factory farming. Isn't home cruelty better anyway? You may actually have a point there. And if I get my hands in the pot, I can inflict even more effective and specific pain, and I bet there's a way to make money off of this too. Hang on, somehow I've ended up arguing against my own interest. Whoops, you reinvented factory farming. Liam, do you want to find innovative and creative ways to move society forward, or do you want to oppose cruelty like every other weak mainstream loser? You can actually hear Liam's brain shaking as he struggles between his desire to be perceived as ethical and his desire to be perceived as creative. Maybe you can step in and help out. The animals you kill may lose their lives, but what about their afterlives? Instead of letting their spirits go to waste as the byproduct of the meat industry, let's serve the eternal souls as a side dish. Liam, animals are already suffering from ignorance. If Vera wanted to increase their pain, the best we can do is teach them the concept of death so they can really fear their fate. Let's educate cattle on metaphysics. I think this is selling things. Industry. This is the Vera answer. Nice. Perfect. I knew there was a way to monetize, and it keeps the animals from ever gaining an eternal resting place. What the hell is it with Vera and animals? But now the cruelty is extending even beyond their deaths. Hell yeah, it is. Thank you for getting the ball rolling on this excellent scheme, Liam. And thank you, Isaac, for nailing down the specifics. Neither of you get royalties, though. That being said, I will get you a double scoop of Rocky Road sole with sprinkles on top. Yum. Maybe? You don't know. You've never eaten a sole before, but it sure is delicious, getting Vera's approval. Haha, haha. Ha. We're selling our soul to the snake lady. Alright. Once again, we can up our lowest stat without having to work around the merchant. Merchant has been kind to us this game. That day the teacher is just tired of teaching. Yeah, well, that happens. So she recurs to the classic technique of not giving a shit and putting on some kind of historical TV show for you to watch. What you don't expect is that it's super effective. God bless the golden era of television. The TV show is compelling thanks to the ridiculous amount of nudity and bloodshed, but at the same time, you actually learn a lot about history. You gain +2 smarts. Intense. You're minding your own business when Vera grabs you by the collar and yanks you into a huddle with her and Polly. We're in big trouble, asshole, and it's all your fault. Yeah, Ambush Finance has been a huge success. Too huge. They want us to write a book about it. But we don't know how to write a book. And we already accepted the advance. So I took a bunch of Adderall and wrote 270 pages of garbage about stealing. But of course the publishing house won't accept it. They say it's missing a big reveal at the end, some kind of ultimate secret to Ambush Finance success. That's where you come in. Yeah, you came up with the idea in the first place. For which we owe you absolutely no royalties, by the way. So we figured you could help us come up with a big secret for the end of the book. What do you say? Keeping in mind that if you say no, I will have you skinned. Let's see. The ultimate secret to Ambush Finance is that there's no secret and you're all suckers for buying this book. That could be smarts or money, maybe. The ultimate secret to Ambush Finance was inside you all along. Organs. You can steal organs and sell them for a ton of money. That sounds more like fun or boldness, so I think we're going with this one. So, oh, wow. I totally read that wrong, but alright. We still got there. Oh snap, that's the ultimate prank. The ultimate prank. We're stealing their money by tricking them into buying a book about stealing money. Very mean and very on brand. And if anyone complains, we'll just tell them it's avant-garde self-help. French words always shut people up. She's got a thing with France. Sweet. I'll go put this into the final draft. Great. But remember, Polly, we've got a bank heist scheduled for 5:30. We can't be slacking now that we're celebrity burglars. Roger that. Man, this is so much fun. I can't believe it's illegal. Of course. You're going to pretend you didn't hear all that. You gain +2 fun and +1 creativity. Not helping our primary stats, but, you know, so it goes. Alright, currently worst is boldness, and it's the bathrooms. Okay, so we can't get boldness. We'll be pretty behind on boldness, but I guess we can go for money, because we could actually spend money a little later. We're only about halfway through the game, so there might be something we can shore up at lunch near the end. We're definitely getting enough hearts with Vera, so we don't need to worry too much about lunch anymore. So as long as we can shore up one of our stats at lunch. So let's get some more money. That day you spent some time on the library's PCs, mining some bitcoins. This is a dramatization. This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency, but you guess that nobody actually has any fucking idea how it really works. When this game came out, yes. Anyway, you gain plus 2 bitcoins, which is equal to $2 million, which unfortunately is equal to 2 monster dollars, so plus 2 money. So conversion right here, we've got $17 million. Between class periods, you discover a severed horse head in your locker. It has a note in its mouth telling you to meet Vera ASAP. I'm so glad you've come. I have another crime problem, which would benefit from your insight. I'm basically her fixer. Thanks to your input, murder has cornered the market in app-based assassinations. And yet, the other crime lords don't take me seriously. Just because I'm not a 40-year-old man with a scary scar, those sexist morons think this is just a phase for me. Since when did having a killer body and flawless skin disqualify a girl from a life of crime? It's disgusting. Yeah. Preach. How can I show these chauvinist goons what crime really means to me? Come on, think of something. You're my most trusted advisor. Nice. Quit crime. They'll come crawling back once they see how bad it is without you. Write a song about it. I'll help. This is definitely creativity, so this is probably boldness. Not so charming. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, you know, if this advice was coming from anyone other than you, I'd ignore it. But you haven't been wrong yet. Fine, as of today, I'm quitting crime. I'll let the other bosses know. I'm sure they'll be so pleased. A few days later, you're getting a manicure with Vera, nice, when she gets a mobile notification and practically screams. Those punks, Gina, the Ice Pick, and Hungry Mark, invited all the other crime lords to the beach for a barbecue. They're posting pictures on Momentgram. They're having so much fun selling heroin and murdering each other without me. Ugh, wish I was there. I could murder all of them so much better than they're murdering each other. Do you see how Joey the Arsonist is cooking those burgers? They're not even close to rare. They're lost without me, and they don't even know it. I never should have listened to you. Some advisor you are. Vera doesn't have any more horse heads in your locker. Vera doesn't leave any more horse heads in your locker. You'd think that would be a good thing, but it's symbolic of a loss of trust between you. You lose -2 fun and -1 charm. Okay, so we actually took a hit there. Misread the boldness one as, or the charming one as boldness. We go for this, or do we try to recover with something from the store? I think we still gotta hit our hearts. As you approach the table, you see Vera delicately lifting a fork full of quinoa to her mouth. She brings lunch from home. Quinoa. I bought some quinoa. I didn't realize you have to rinse it in a mesh strainer, and so I'm currently not eating quinoa, which is sad. I want quinoa. When 4, 4, 6, 8, who do we delegate? Eating. Wait. Eating. Yeah, eating. Scott, what on earth are you doing? I'm cheerleading you to help you be the best eater in the whole school. What caused this obsession with cheerleading me through mundane activities that require no cheerleading? Everything requires cheerleading, silly. That's why we have cheerleaders for our cheerleaders. But I can see my cheerleading's not working. You haven't eaten anything yet. That's because you keep startling me with your damn cheerleading. I can't eat when I'm startled. No, that can't be it. I must not be cheerleading hard enough. Hey, Fred, maybe you can help me? The problem is obviously that we weren't dressing up as giant size. Okay, this is the Scott answer. You shouldn't be cheering for Vera to eat the food. You should be cheering for the food to be eaten by Vera in the walk-in freezer. You shouldn't... yeah. Oh, duh. It's just like when we cheer for the other team to lose instead of cheering for our team to win. Yes, I invented that cheerleading strategy. It gives us a huge psychological edge against teams that hate losing. I'm gonna go try it right now. Those vegetables are gonna get so inspired. Scott runs off to the kitchen to inspire the vegetables. You can still hear his muffled shouting from the back, but it's not bad. Thanks, now I can finally enjoy this quinoa and baby tears salad without unwanted encouragement. For the next week, all the cafeteria food seems extremely eager to get in your mouth. Cheerleading really works. Who knew? Alright. Okay, we gotta do some boldness. Thankfully that hit didn't lose any of the stats that I'm pretty sure that Vera likes. If she likes charm, I'm gonna be sad. Back singing loud. Please let me know if I'm wrong. Yes, the bathrooms. It's butts. It's gotta be butts. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. Look how cool his hair is. You give 0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness. Later you see Vera cackling to herself in the hallway, which is whatever, but you might as well find out why. Just practicing my prom queen acceptance speech in my mind. It's not like the title bears any meaning whatsoever, of course, and I really do consider the whole thing way beneath me. However, considering how much meaning the other girls put into it, I can't risk some uppity bitch thinking she's better than I am. Plus, it's not bad branding either. I could see using a victory to start a line of successful prom queen accessories guaranteed to get you the win. Perfect prom shoes, the right makeup, fancy knives to take out your opponents. Speaking of which, I assume this goes without saying, but I'm not leaving anything to chance. I'll be doing a blood ritual to ensure my win. I still haven't found the exact details yet, but I'm optimistic that at least some of the items will be found in the shop. The only question is where exactly I can find the details for a proper blood ritual. Let's see. Why don't we ask the coven? They're witches, they should know about blood magic, or literally just search the internet, like, it's literally what it's there for. I think that's smarts, and maybe this is charm? Yes. Oh, right, good call. Sometimes you get so caught up in the grand scheme of exploiting blood magic to secure petty victory that you forget about the little things. You and Vera scamper over to the library to put the school's computers to good use for once. For real, does anyone at the school use school resources for educational purposes? Let's just search blood magic to guarantee prom queen victory over basic bitches to maintain social status. That's pretty clear, right? Couldn't possibly be clearer. Seems like we're gonna need the blood of a former prom queen, the tongue of the goat, and the earrings of an ancient goddess. Not exactly stuff that's going to be lying around, but when you're destined to be prom queen, you make it work. Now not that I'm destined to be prom queen, or I wouldn't have to do blood magic in the first place, but hey, when you want to achieve greatness, you make your own destiny. You check the shop, I'll grab a goat, and we'll meet up in the bathroom and cut its tongue out and get this party started. Sounds like a party indeed. You gain +2 fun and +1 smarts. Okay, so now we have a choice. We can go for classic Vera, but I think the game is pushing us towards blood ritual. So let's go to the store. Welcome to my little shop. Buy some shit. I got some shit that'll boost your stats, some shit that will help lead you into stupid new adventures, even some shit that might be much needed at some very specific moments. So take a look. Alright. A tampon used by the former prom queen. You know, good for old blood rituals, in case you're just a creep with unhealthy incessions. Don't even dare ask me how I got this. Yeah, who would want to save their money for some college fund when you can spend it on weird stuff that's most likely useless? That's the spirit, champ. Oh, you can only buy one thing at a time? Okay, I guess we're going, shop again at lunch. Good old Isaac, what's it gonna be today? See, I'm wise enough to know when a gift needs giving, and I got just the one. Ah, yes. So these all boost your stats. Cocaine. The $5 ones. A penguin menace. You want this, you sick pervert? I know you. I do. You appreciated a good old reverse Romanian Wilkinson. I must admit, it's kind of hot for that kinky shit. Look at her face. She's so done with you. Alright, let's try this. Believe it or not, this is a very religious thing. I don't think this is what we need. We can go try the bathrooms, but I doubt... Do we have everything we need? We don't have the, we don't have the earrings. I think I need to get the earrings. Hi stranger, it's been a while, I missed you. It's okay, you can look at this stuff. Is she not gonna have the earrings of the goddess statue? Okay, well, we'll try the bathroom next time. So you just came here to say hi? What a weirdo. Human interaction is so last year. Alright, we'll try the bathrooms. Maybe this is enough. Okay, shop is outdoors. Fantastic. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. You don't stop there. You want the world to know how reckless you are for the rest of eternity. So you do some graffiti on the wall. No way. The graffiti says, I'm bold as fuck. And you know what? It turns out the wall is a magical wall that grants wishes. What a wall. A deep voice resounds from within the wall that says, well, not bold as fuck, but maybe a bit bold. And then you gain +2 boldness. Oh boy, that's an opinionated wall. Anyway, lucky you. You're intrigued by you're intrigued by your new little toy when you feel the temperature oddly rising. Are you catching a fever, or is it? Hey dumbass, what's that? Why are you playing with the little guy taking a shit? Oh no. We've gone on a completely different route and we're probably gonna fail. This game's hard. Is it some kind of weird new G.I. Joe? Ah, classic mistake. No, Damien, this is called a goner. You would know, of course, it means shitter. It's a religious thing from the Spanish region of Catalonia. Wait, rewind. How is this poopy boy a religious thing? Well, you know about the nativity scene, right? Catholic people reenacting Jesus' birth and all during Christmas. Lame. Shut up. The thing is, in Catalonia, Christians build a nativity scene for Christmas with Mary, baby Jesus, the animals, and of course this random guy taking a shit nearby behind a bush or something. Is this some kind of prank or something? No, it's a very serious thing among Catalans. If you want to make the nativity scene, you better include the kaganer. It's the culturally respectful thing to do. Respectful to whom? God damn it, this is priceless. Kaganer, I love it. The ultimate action figure. I mean, it fucking beats the lameness out of Christianity and everything. He would be pretty anti-religious, wouldn't he? Well, one could say that, I guess. But why did these Catalan people decide to put a guy taking a shit next to the birth of Jesus Christ? Good question. Nobody knows. It's a tradition that has been there for centuries, but no one quite knows its origins. Catalan people just go for it because it's been done like that since forever. Nobody knows why they put this shitter next to Jesus, and they've done it for centuries? I must know. The intrigue is killing me! Oh, it really looks as if he was... It really looks as if it was about to kill him by giving him a seizure. Maybe you can help solve the mystery. This is probably the bold answer. Catch a real shitter and interrogate him about it. And this is the creative answer, so let's do that. So bold. Before Damien's head implodes, you take both him and Liam into your car. You have a car. And just to be clear, by your car, I mean just a car. But fuck the concept of ownership, am I right? Well, wow, alright. You drive to a nearby gas station, run into a public restrooms, and draw an innocent guy who was taking a shit in there. Then you drive to the nearest police station and you politely ask to use one of their interrogation rooms. As you've been an exemplary monster citizen lately by committing not that many murders, they decide to reward you with their best interrogation room. And so you go full interrogation by playing the classic bad cop, worst cop strategy. You fucko, tell us the truth. Why did the Kellan put a shitter dude next to the birth of Jesus? What? Who are you? Why am I here? I just need to finish pooping, please. You won't finish shit until you tell him. You fucking fucko. Oh my god, Damien. Damien then hits the random guy with a rolled newspaper. Oh, Damien. You do realize this plan makes 0 sense, right? His confession makes 0 sense. And you better start spilling the tea or we will punish you in ways that you never imagined you could be punished. Who are these Catalans? I swear I never pooped next to Jesus. I just want to go back to my family and also finish pooping, please. Yeah, never poop next to Jesus. That's what everyone says. You know what? My patience has a limit. Give me that. Damien steals the poor guy's passport and starts doodling on it. See? I'm not bluffing, fucko. Now you're banned from visiting Sweden. Keep fucking with me and you can forget about visiting Portugal. The dude starts crying, even though all Damien has done is doodled an angry face on his passport and scribbled, "I'm a stupid fucko" on it. Can we agree this is going nowhere? You know what, Liam? Sometimes you're right. Sometimes justice is not served. This is a grim, dark world. This is Liam's turning into Batman voice. Let's regroup and think of a way to crack this case. Finally. And you, Isaac, brilliant plan. You're like the ultimate detective or something. Oh, yeah, wow. I mentioned Batman and suddenly they're talking about the ultimate detective. But this seems to be the fucking mother of all mysteries. I think we have a long way ahead. Get ready and buy some snacks. It was definitely a dumb plan, but whatever. You got to steal a car and you made some weird memories with Damien and Liam. Cheers to that. You get +2 smarts and +1 boldness. Okay. I think we're going to try for the shop one last time. See if we can get the goddess earrings. Let's face it, you're probably just going to end up losing your money in some stupid way anyway. Why not spend it here first? It's just called just being smart. Okay. I guess... a penguin mask. Sure. I'm always amazed at how people keep coming and buying all this stupid crap. Intriguing. You know, that totally ruined our stats. We probably are not going to get anyone now. My beautiful smarts. I'm just dumb now. I got a penguin mask that makes me a big dumby. Maybe we'll get Damien. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathroom because you respect no authority. While in the bathroom, you tell yourself in the mirror that you're so bold, you'd kill a tiny big-eyed turtle with your bare hands. That monstrous act would instantly give you 500 boldness. And come on, you're just talking to yourself in the mirror. What's the merit in that? You know what? You can keep +2 boldness anyway for saying that to yourself out loud. You're having a very instrument argument with Liam on which would be Plato's favorite emoji, were he to know what emojis are. You've narrated down the alien face and paella when Damien interrupts you. Hey, I hereby summon the shitter squad. Please don't call us that. I will submit your petition to the higher powers, Liam. But for now, let's focus on what's really important. The Kaganer. So, I did some research on these Catalan people and their traditions, and oh boy, they fucking rock. Each tradition was more badass than the last. They do this thing called the Calcatadas, where they eat the Calcutta onions with their fucking hands while they drink wine in the most ludicrous ways. Because fuck glasses and silverware. And then there's this Corofox thing where they basically dress as devils and run down the streets holding pitchforks that end in fireworks while dancing to the drums. They're fucking savages. And then I found out this other thing called Castellers, which is a thing they do at festivals where they build human towers because they can. Who knows why? My safest bet is either a pure display of power in an attempt to reach the sun to punch it in its fucking face. Radical, right? The more I've researched, the more I love these Catalan people. Fucking awesome weirdos. With no clue what the Kaganer thing is. It's still a mystery of how they started putting a guy taking a shit next to Jesus Christ. Did you know that a few years ago the Barcelona government tried to ban the Kaganer from the city's nativity scenes, and the Catalan people got so angry that they forced the government to refrain from this decision? They fought the establishment to keep a random guy taking a shit next to Jesus, and they won. Whoa. Can I just marry an entire region? Or at least have casual sex with it? Probably not. And I need to satisfy my urges by unveiling this fucking massive mystery, Liam. But how? I mean, even if the tradition has been there for the last several centuries, we don't even know if it's the real depiction of what happened 2,000 years ago during Christ's birth. You're right. We have to travel to Spain? Well, the tradition is from Catalonia, but the scene depicted is from Balen, Israel. To Israel, then! Before you know it, you're in Israel with these two monsters. You're excited because everyone knows Israel is the most romantic country bordering the Mediterranean Sea. Is it? Okay, now what? I should have thought this through before buying plane tickets. I think this is the bold choice. So fun. Whoa. Okay. Great thinking as usual, Isaac. Man, I started out strong, but then I just lost the train. 22 boldness though, maybe that's enough for Damien. I think you can technically label it as some sort of thinking. Liam, shut up. We need less talking and more collecting shit, like literal shit. Why is this my life? Yes, you go collect shit together in the middle of Israel, because now this is your life too. Okay. I think this is enough shit, guys. Any shit is too much shit. What now? Easy. We go to a police station and ask them politely to use their labs to analyze the shit to see if we can unveil the Kagana's true identity. Ah, right. Later, at a police station in the middle of Israel, you demand to have the poop you collected tested to know from whom it is. What a sentence. The manager of the police lab listens carefully to your demand and says, no. But it is super important, science cop. We need to know who is taking a shit next to Jesus' birth. I see. Still no. Gah! Damien, I don't think they're likely to let civilians use their lab for personal use. Probably even less likely for our purposes. Nonsense! This is a conspiracy, Liam. They don't want us to unveil the Kagana's true identity. I have a feeling that's not the reason. If you think that, they win, Liam. Come on, Isaac. You're a mastermind and we might need a new plan to solve this mystery. To the Damien Cave. God, he's Batman. Alright. That's obviously a figure of speech, but you actually have quite the long flight back home. But the flight is nice. Damien seems to be very excited about your little adventure, and Liam doesn't seem that annoyed. +2 fun and +1 creativity. Where did I go so wrong? These stats. The monster prom draws near. Okay, I think we have to go for Liam. I don't think we have a chance with Vera anymore. We kind of messed up our blood ritual. Alright, Liam it is. Or Damien it is. Yes! Please. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. I'm okay with a Cinderay prom with you. Oh no. How can I put this delicately? Fuck no. Clearly this was too much for you. You abandoned high school and spent the rest of your year's life designing a robot for sex purposes. And ultimately, as soon as your robot lover got true... Unfortunately, as soon as your robot lover got true AI, it rejected you. Crap. Isaac, most likely to survive for a year drinking only his own pee. Incredible. Damien's quote, I left like 20 corpses buried under the football field, suckers! Alright. Boy. Failure. This is a hard game. Blob. Look, it's Blob. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Damien became a renowned drag racer until he died in the most badass way during a race. Oh yeah, I forgot that happened near the beginning. At the funeral, you spotted him hidden among the crowd. He winked at you. Liam started an iconoclastic band that broke all conventions. Their latest album has been a hit. It has no songs at all. The album is actually just a banana set on fire. And be sure, Liam doesn't care if you don't get it. Holly took a summer job at the Ghost of Christmas as the Ghost of Christmas Presents. She spent most of her time partying. There was almost no work because, you know, it was summer. Well, that makes sense. For those 6 weeks, the monster prom seemed larger than life. Then it was gone, just like that. The battle for monster prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. We totally whiffed. Dang. Lost track of Vera. Damn. Had to go for Damien maybe, but missed it. I love the The ending. It's just so classic. Like rom-com ending. The player characters. What a great band name. Like unironically great band name. The Monster Hunter girl. Is that a stage prop? It looks like a pretty real sword. The shop girl. You can date the shop girl too. I have no idea how. This game is actually legit hard. An element of skill and chance into a dating sim. See, that's the real goal, right? It's the Dark Souls of dating sims. That is such a mood. Being touched by a girl and being like, oh god, what's happening? Damien, why? I was bold enough? I just didn't have enough hearts with him. You've unlocked an erotic fanfic about dragons. This is about to get weird. You've unlocked 8 new images in the gallery. The gallery? Oh. Yeah, well, understandable. Have a nice day. All the variations. Fire girl getting rejected by a demon. That's gotta hurt. More art. Character art. Ah, yes, the football team. The Jocks. Ah, there's so many side characters. Like, look at that fashionable Yeti. And this fella sends nudes in the Star Wars font. That's pretty hilarious. Ah, yes, all the directors in their own monster styles. I like that they give the... Oh my gosh. Why did I have to fall for the capitalist? Why? Little people's monster sodas. Polly, I don't think that hair works, but it's cute, I guess. Pub with a bow tie, hilarious. Ah, the shopkeeper, truly the most cultured of the dateable characters. You got the emo style going on. God, Damien is hot. Oh, right, and then there's the computer fella, right? Because the second term gives you the extra dateable characters, which are the computer and not the Yeti, or the Prince, or the Kappa. Who is that? Who's that? I don't think I've ever seen that character. This game is deep. This game is so deep. It's even got like, you know, like hundreds of endings and scenarios to unlock. It's just such a good game. Yeah, this is one of my favorite games of all time. Thanks for joining me to play it. I'm gonna switch over to just chatting, and we'll keep the music going though. Yeah. Short stream today. My voice is tired from all the voice acting. But that was fun. Should we do like completionist Monster Prom? Just play tons of Monster Prom? I don't think so. That's not a good thing. Also, I didn't realize that you have to like play the game to get certain items in the shop. So maybe we shouldn't have gone for the blood ritual and just gone for Vera. Maybe that was the right answer to get a date to the prom. Darn. Oh well, next time. But this has been a very special Halloween edition of Isaac Anzu's Late Night Love Line. So, thank you for joining. And yeah, we'll get back to Dark Souls, and then next week we'll be on the good old normal Isaac Anzu Late Night Love Line discussion grind. My name is Isaac Anzu. I hope you had fun, and I'll catch you later.